So we're doing a questionnaire. It's just a little 8-question thing. It's about cows, just to see how much you guys know about them. So, hey everybody, it's Sandra
and Josh,
and we are
the Peas of Happiness.
This is our video for Direct Action Day. We did something very, very new for us this week. So the lovely Joshua created an excellent Cowstionnaire for us, a questionnaire all about cows, which we took to the general public of Colorado Springs.
We got a friend of ours, we recruited someone from the Springs area, and the three of us did this cow questionnaire in front of a popular ice cream shop, and there were lots of passersby and a public sidewalk for us to be, so we couldn't be told by anyone to go. Not that that ever came up, but
that never deters us anyways.
No, it doesn't. We got several on-the-street interviews done, and those were really interesting.
They went really well for the most part. You guys will see here in a minute that the knowledge factor was maybe not there, which was interesting because we did ask basic questions. And so, yeah, we got some really interesting and mixed answers. So
we wanted to find a way to raise awareness and get the conversation started and get people thinking about the perspectives of animals, to see things from their point of view by sharing facts on their consciousness and on worldwide standard industry practices. One
of the things that's really important to us is to find means of activism that are accessible to everyone. We have been the people yelling at other people.
Desire freedom!
Just like us! And we have been the people leafleting to other people, and this was something kind of in the middle because we got to hit some really good talking points, and at the same time it wasn't intimidating because we were asking them, hey, you want to be in a YouTube video? So it was a way to get them to listen without being maybe as confrontational and intimidating. So yeah, check it out with us and you can let us know how you think it went. Here are their answers. Cows have the relative intelligence of A, a human infant, B, a mouse, C, a pigeon, or D, a cow's intelligence is not comparable to human beings.
Probably go with D.
D? Okay. D.
I think a human
infant? Definitely an infant. That's okay.
Let's say a mouse.
No idea. A mouse and a no idea. Okay.
Yeah.
Said D, a cow's intelligence is not comparable.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. Actually, the correct answer was A, a human infant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, about the same as a baby.
Really?
They can recognize faces and solve simple puzzles and get what they want, and yeah.
They can remember things.
It's pretty mind-blowing.
Okay, this one's a true or false. True or false? Cows are considered sentient by the scientific community. I'm going to say true. Sentient and that they're conscious.
Conscious, yeah.
True.
Two was a true or false question. It was cows are considered sentient by the scientific community. You answered yes. And
That's right. Sentience, consciousness, basically.
No, actually they do consider them sentient. Yeah,
that is true.
Absolutely. In 2012, the Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness declaring all animals sentient.
so number three is an open-ended question. When do cows produce milk?
Always.
Always? I don't know.
All the time.
All the time. Okay.
I mean, they don't have to just have their baby and then produce milk. They can always produce milk. They can keep it.
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
Okay.
So naturally, from what I understand, they only produce milk when they are nurturing their young. But I don't think that's the case for most cows. Okay.
Okay.
Cows produce milk when they are either hormonally stimulated to do so, or when they are when they're pregnant.
When do cows produce milk? You guys said always. Cows actually only produce milk when they are pregnant or just after they've given birth.
Well, that kind of makes sense.
So just like human beings, right? Like dogs or any other mammals, it's only when they're pregnant.
Charlie.
So the way that it's achieved in the industry is they are artificially inseminated.
Oh, okay.
So what happens is the cows are artificially inseminated, their babies are taken away, and then they are on a cycle of being inseminated. Water is required to produce 1 gallon of milk. Is it 32 gallons of water, half a gallon of water, 500 gallons of water, or 1,000 gallons of water?
I'm gonna go with C.
Say.
I'm gonna say 500 gallons.
Yeah.
500 gallons? Okay.
I'm going with 1,000.
You got that one right. It's 1,000 gallons of...
Yeah. That one blows my mind.
Yeah.
Still, like, I looked up so many figures for it, and 1,000 was the average. I saw some as low as 800, but a lot of them well over 1,000 too. And so, like, and that's every single step of the process, from feeding the cow, they need water obviously, and then to pasteurization and sterilizing and the packaging, transportation.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a high number. It's pretty mind blowing.
This one is also multiple choice. How long do calves in the dairy industry spend with their mothers? Is it A, 6 months, B, 3 weeks, C, 12 weeks, or D, 1 to 2 days? 1 to 2 days.
I think it's B.
So say B.
Maybe 2 days. Maybe 1 week or 2 days.
1 week or 2 days, okay. Here, how long do calves in the dairy industry spend with their mother? You were correct, it's 1 to 2 days. Unfortunately, if human beings are drinking milk, that means a calf somewhere is not.
Right. I said the one that was a little bit longer, but D is just like 1 to 2 days.
Yeah, 1 to 2 days.
I was afraid it was that.
Male calves in the dairy industry will A, be sold to be raised for beef, B, be sold as veal and slaughtered, C, spend their lives at pasture until they're slaughtered, or D, A and B.
I'm gonna go with C.
I'm going to go with A and B.
A and B.
Probably A and B.
Okay. A and B, I think.
And usually the case is that they go on to veal and sausage.
Yeah, like you said, it's the veal industry is typically where they go. There's always exceptions to the rule. So.
There would be no veal without dairy. Right? At what age are cows in the beef industry typically slaughtered? Is it 8 years, 5 to 7 years, 3 to 5 years, or 18 to 36 months?
18 to 36 months.
D.
I'm gonna say C on that one. I'm not real sure.
18 to 36 months.
3 to 5. 3 to 5. You said 3 to 5 years. It's actually 18 to 36 months.
Gotcha.
The oldest animal that will be slaughtered for food is going to be cows that come from the dairy industry, and her body will give out at about 3 years old.
Wow.
So that's going to be the oldest animal that's going through the slaughterhouse.
That's really scary.
Yeah.
Okay, and last one. What is the natural lifespan of a cow? 5 years, 15 years, 25 years, or 50 years?
15.
Tells me D. Years.
I'm gonna go with D.
I'm going to go with 15.
Okay.
15.
25, they say? All right, very good. You're a very good test taker and a good listener, too.
It was actually 25 years.
It was 25?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 25. So that means that when they're slaughtered, the oldest cow being slaughtered is not even living a quarter of her lifespan.
Appreciate
Are
it.
you guys vegans with PETA? Not PETA, but
We don't like
Animal
PETA,
rights.
but yeah, you nailed it.
Uh-huh.
that's
Yeah.
that's what we're doing out here. We're
It's
just
good
getting
educated
people to talk
people.
about it in any capacity.
wow.
So that's why we're out here today, actually, is just to kind of get the topic started, because so many people don't know this because it's not taught in school. Nobody told us this. So we're here really trying to make people aware of some of these issues that we are trying to change. Of course, since the scientific community considers them sentient, we know that they feel, they love, they express strong bonds with one another. We're trying to get more people kind of on board with understanding what their life is actually like. I'd like to send you off with some information about speciesism. It's a term that not a lot of people have heard about, but just like racism or sexism, it's about discriminating against members of different species simply because they are in a different form than we are. So
Yeah, thanks so much, y'all. We appreciate it.
all right, thank
Take
you.
care, guys. Bye. You take care.
I definitely, I feel like I knew a little bit, but I learned a lot here from you.
There you have it.
There it was. It went really well overall. Lots of people walked right by, passed us by, but yeah, as you saw, we had some nice people willing to participate. Really nice experiences. There was one not so nice experience, but that wasn't on film.
Yeah.
Guy had started out a conversation with us saying, "Why do I have to talk with you about cows?"
He was a dairy farmer in his 60s, and he went through the entire questionnaire that I asked, and at the end of it told me that he was a dairy farmer and that all of my information was just totally wrong. So I started asking him what kind of information was incorrect, and his main point was that he didn't artificially inseminate his cows, although through talking to him,
Within minutes.
he admitted that he artificially inseminated his cows. So that conversation basically ended when I looked him in the eye after he had admitted that his cows were sentient, that he believes that they're incredibly intelligent, that they absolutely feel and have emotions. After he admitted that he knew plants had protein and that, you could sustain human life off of nothing but plant-based food, I asked him, are you comfortable with having made all of your money with, killing these sentient beings that you claim to care about? And he basically said, absolutely, it made me a millionaire and everyone loves my product. So we all get what we want. Yeah, except the cows.
Except for the cows.
Yeah, that conversation didn't end well. He got kind of upset when I told him that he either wasn't being compassionate or rational. So either way, there was nowhere for me to go with that conversation.
All things considered, it could have ended a lot worse.
Oh yeah, and
So,
conversations with
say
other
that.
people have ended a lot worse. So I felt that a lot of the people we talked to were actually dairy farmers or came from families that were heavy in dairy farming.
Right. Strange coincidence. Still, though, some people were informed, as you saw in the interview. Yeah, really interesting. I guess we never really left cow country where we moved here, but that's neither here nor there.
It's happening everywhere, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and that's just proof of it right there. You can stand on the street in the middle of almost any city and probably find somebody who's working in and around the dairy industry, which is exactly why we need to be as vocal as possible. With so many people who find it normal to use sentient beings as a means of capital, we need to question that. And as you can see, everybody was very courteous and very kind to us.
Even
Everybody,
if a few of them maybe were not so willing to participate by the end of it, they still went along, and so we got speciesism information out to everybody. We hopefully got them thinking and got the gears turning, and hopefully they will talk about the experience with other people too.
it's like we always say, a conversation about animal rights activists is a conversation about animal rights, as long as you can get them talking about the topic, as many people talking about it as possible, we can start a real conversation and get real education happening, because it's a topic that's on their minds. So
on that note, we need your help too. We've got this on film so that we can share it and so that you can help us share it. Please share this video. Go to the Piece of Happiness page and share any of our videos that you like. It helps us out so much and we appreciate it greatly. Also, please plug our Patreon, Sandra.
yes, Patreon. Okay, guys, so Patreon is awesome. If you don't know what Patreon is, it's an awesome platform for artists and activists to do crowdfunding through community effort. while also offering you rewards for any kind of support. Please head over to our Patreon. We're going to link it down in the description below and probably up there somewhere. None of this would be possible without you guys. Everything we do is so much more amplified by the fact that we have so much support behind us, and none of this would be possible without the people who do choose to support our activism.
Thank you
because
so
we want to
much.
keep it free for everybody, and we want to keep giving you guys this resource. So
thank you for watching. Thanks for every single subscription and share and like.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So subscribe to our channel, check out our Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and junk. And we love you. Yay! Bye.
Bye, everybody.
That's wild.
And so the best figure.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's wild. It's wild.